happy morning to all and a warm welcome to our dignitaries, guests, IIC coordinators and our dear budding entrepreneurs. It's my great pleasure in welcoming you all to this inspiring session. And I am Ryan Anthony of 3rd BBA, here to do the MC for the day. We are gathered here today for the motivational session by Successful Entrepreneur on the topic My Story, organized by MGC IIC, and we are honored to have this prominent guest to grace the occasion. God speaks in the silence of the heart. Listening is the beginning of the prayer. Let us start the session with prayer song to invoke the blessings of the Almighty.
I come before you today, and there's just one thing that I want to say. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for all you've given to me, for all the blessings that I cannot see. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. With a grateful heart, with a song of praise, with an outstretched arm, I bless your name. Thank you, Lord. I just wanna thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just wanna thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, choir. Please take your seats. Now, I would like to invite Naresh B of 3rd BBA Shift 1 to deliver the welcome address.
Every day is a good day. There is something to learn, share, and celebrate. Any day above ground is a good day. Be thankful for it. Good morning, distinguished guests and fellow investors. It is with great pleasure and inspired that I stand before you today to extend a warm welcome to all extraordinary individuals who have graced us with their presence at the remarkable event milestone. I kindly welcome our Secretary, Reverend Fatima, and we also honor with her distinguished Principal Dr. Siva Srikanth and the delegate Vice Principal of Chief 1, Dr. G. Godfrey, and Chief 2, Shani Missions. Have constantly worked towards focus culture, creativity, and entrepreneurship. Moreover, I am happy to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. Josita Megan, co-founder and partner of Satra. On her busy schedule among us, always an inspired person among any entrepreneurs. It's also a fine grace to our institution service council in charge and also our EDC in charge. I understand that section defense will be more useful and interact the understanding, share idea for future entrepreneurs. Let's connect and connection with the right mind individuals. Once again, I will welcome you all for this wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you. So, blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. With this word, I now invite our beloved Secretary, Reverend Father Matthew Padikune, to bless the gathering. Next, I would like to invite our Honorable Principal, Dr. R. Srikanth, to facilitate the gathering.
Honorable Secretary Father, most distinguished resource person of the day, Joshita Ramanathan, respected Vice Principal, IIC Coordinator, IIC Coordinator, faculty members and my dear students, a very happy morning. So yesterday we had a session in terms of entrepreneurship and we had our own a person who had come and shared how he started and what were the difficulties and other things. So you are part and parcel and you listen to that. So in running a business, so you becoming an entrepreneur and you want to run the show, so there are certain things that you need to be complying with. So depending upon the kind of business you start, so whether you need a registration, do you need to register with some authority? So is there any basic statutory requirements that you need to adhere to? What will happen to the GST, especially in today's context? So whether GST is applicable or not, so whether I need to pay. And there is a small difference in terms of the GST. If it says for, then there is a different GST. If it says to, then there is a different GST. So one word makes all the difference in terms of the GST, and I want you people to be aware of this. So if it is for means it is different, to means it is different. The GST gets deferred. So you need to be understanding the nuances and intricacies of all these things. Then the tax applicable. So what are the filings, mandate filings that you need to be doing? So all of these things you need to be understanding. And it is not possible for one single individual to be aware of all these things. So you might require certain assistance. So you might require certain guidance in terms of complying with and following all these things. So what is required? What I need to adopt as per my startup venture. It is where these persons come into picture. Satara and Joshika Ramanathan and her team do this job, and that itself is a startup. So they have a startup to help startups. So their team helps startups to identify what are the things to be complied with in terms of the legal and mandatory requirements, and they give the necessary guidance and support and sort of handhold the startups and bring it to greater success. So you need to be understanding that how they started on this journey, and what is that they are doing. So how they embarked on this idea that a startup to help startups. Okay, so we'll be getting to know more from the resource person in terms of these aspects. That it is an interesting development. So for every problem, if you seek a solution, then the innovation and creativity always takes the upper hand. So that is one of the aspects that, okay, there is a problem that the startups were facing in terms of not knowing about the, as I said, the legal and mandatory requirements, and here is a startup who is going to highlight on the legal and mandatory requirements for establishing and running the business successfully. So in that regard, on behalf of the management, on behalf of you and all behalf, I extend a very warm welcome to Joshika Ramanathan to come and share her story of how they embarked on this, how do they get the idea, whether they are doing something before, what is that, so they are going to share. And I take this opportunity to congratulate and appreciate the IIC team for taking efforts to organize programs of this nature. I'm wishing you all a very happy learning. Thank you.
I now request our principal, Dr. R. Srikanth, to honor the resource person, Ms. Joshida Ramanathan. to introduce the chief guest.
A smile is a welcome sign that invites people. It's a welcome gift to encourage others to achieve greatness. Happy morning to Ananda present here, to the esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guest speaker, and the dear students. It's my honor to introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Yoshita Ramanathan, co-founder and partner Satra, a financial and business advisory firm, Chennai. She has chartered accountancy background with 4 years of experience in corporate exposure with Deloitte, Chennai. She also has more than 6 years of experience in managing startups and mid-sized companies, right from incorporation to business, advisory, audits, and specializing in client management and business process. We are privileged to have her as the resource person for today's session. My story, a motivation session. Kindly join me in welcoming her to our esteemed institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Benedict. It's time to take photo session. So, dignitaries be there. The photo session has been I welcome Yoshita ma'am. Over to you.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes,
Okay, great. So, hello everyone, good morning. Good morning. Hi. So, I'm Yoshita Ramanathan. I think one of your friends had given a very basic brief about me and what we do as such. So, let me start off with a quote which I am always inspired with. So it goes like, dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that doesn't let you sleep. This is, I think, one of my very favorite quotes from APJ Abdul Kalam sir's Wings of Fire. Being an entrepreneur, I think last 5+ years has been an amazing roller coaster journey, I would say. There have been a lot of ups and downs, and you plan something, but something else pops up on a daily basis. And every day is a new day. Every day is filled with challenges. It can be great. Few days are great, few days are bad. But you just go with the flow and try to face each and every challenge and try to address it and see what best we can do as an entrepreneur. It is so important, like the quote says, it's very important to dream. Being an entrepreneur somehow allows you to dream big. It allows you to dream for more. It allows you to dream without any barriers. So it is a fantastic journey. I think I would really encourage each and every one of you present here to start your entrepreneurial journey, to feel passionate about the journey as such, and have a very, very open mind and explore everything you can. I think right now, I really envy your age and the time and the phase all of you are in. It is one of the most precious time and phase right now. So explore whatever you can, have an open mind, because after a particular phase or age, I think we get busy with work and we get busy with our passion, we get busy with what we want to do, what we want to do more. So right now is the age where you can explore all your options. Think without any barriers. Don't have a very, very streamlined thought process where this is the way it has to be done, or this is how it has to be processed. Break all those barriers and have an extremely open mind and explorative mind at this age to actually realize and to start what you really want to do with your entrepreneurial journey.
It can be a service, it can be a product, it can be an innovative solution for a problem for an individual, or it can be anything. It can be you can be solving a problem for the country, it can be a product, or you can be providing a service to the businesses or to your clients. So think open, have an explorative mind, and yes, you should, I think, each and every one of you spend 1 hour, I would say, every day to think about what you really want to do with your entrepreneurial journey. So this is what I thought is very important for me. This is my very short experience of being an entrepreneur. And to start off with, let me say how we started Satra as a firm. So I have a chartered accountancy background, and we were working with Deloitte for a couple of years. You might have known as one of the big fours in Chennai, where it's a proper audit and finance consulting advisory firm. And after we were there for a couple of years, and then myself and my friend, we just thought maybe we should start our own company one day based on the experience and based on the educational qualification we have. So we started as 2 partners in the year 2017. It's been 5+ years since we started. And from that day till date, we have around 60 to 75 clients right now. From 0 coming to 75 was an amazing journey, definitely. But yes, it had its own ups and downs for sure. And it had like a lot of learning for sure. More than learning, we had to unlearn a lot of things as individuals, as professionals. We had a lot of unlearning to do, which I think it's very important, because based on our educational, from school, from college, we would have met a lot of mentors, we would have met teachers, and we would have had a lot of mindsets, we would have had a lot of thought process, like this is how certain things has to work, this is how certain things should work, all that. But once you get into the real world, into business, when you are serving a list of clients and when you're serving B2B businesses, I really think there's a lot of unlearning we did in the last 6 years, for sure. So our vision when we started Satra was to bring transparency in Indian businesses was our vision. Because when we were working prior, we had experiences where, though they were business owners, though they were big management people who had experience of 20-25 years running a company, but still they were finding it very difficult to read through the financials or read through their books of accounts, the basics of the turnover or the revenue or how much is your company even making. Are you sure this is what the profit percentage is? So with respect to all those, the owners were struggling a lot to understand where they were at that point in time. At any point in time, I think it is important for a business owner or an entrepreneur to know where they stand, what is their bottom line, and how much turnover are they making, what are the sales are they making, what is the profit percentage are they making. It is very important at any point in time, an entrepreneur should know for sure. But we thought, we felt, we realized that Indian business owners were lacking in understanding the financial statements, were lacking in transparency, because they will have accounts team, they will have their auditors, and they will have a big team working for their company. But still, they will not be able to make managerial decisions or make financial decisions with respect to what is the next step. So that is where we thought it's important for us to play a major role, come in place, and we work along with the management to understand where we exactly stand. So we started working with the management and also with the finance team, where we started reviewing their numbers and their financial statements almost on a daily basis, and we started building rapport with the clients. So that is where we wanted to bring a change in every Indian business, so that they are more confident. Business owners are more confident while making decisions. They are more. They'll be able to trust our numbers, our advisory points, where they just blindly say, okay, if Satra says we can go ahead with the session, let's go with it. So that is how we started building our business, our small startup in 2017. So the impact Satra has made in the last 6 years to the business environment is, we started not just looking at the numbers, we started looking at the business as a whole. For example, numbers are just one part of a system. Let's say you run a business, or let's say you would like to have a restaurant. I think all of us desire to have a cafe. All of us desire to have a restaurant. At one point in time in our lives, we really wish to have a restaurant or a cafe or a t-shirt printing company. I think at least one of you will definitely have that idea. So, well, there is nothing wrong. It's absolutely okay to have the thought, to dream to have a restaurant of your own. It's very exciting. To be honest, I was an investor for a very brief period of time in one of in Chennai's restaurant. So it was just amusing to see how a restaurant works from behind the scenes. To be precise, it is a 200% operational business. Like from our side. What do? If we are bored, we go to a restaurant, we order whatever we like, we go to a cafe, and then you have fun with your friends, all of us eat the food. And yeah, like now we have Instagram, we immediately click a picture, post the comment saying the food was bad or the food was great. And definitely, I think all of you will have a good set of followers, and then we follow food bloggers. So I think it's a different chain which happens right now. But the amount of hard work which goes into running a cafe or running a restaurant is definitely a lot, which none of us are aware of. Unless and until we get into the business, we have no idea about how this whole thing happens. According to us, it's just a taste. The first bite of the cake or the first sip of the coffee is what we all think about. But how much hard work or how much effort which goes behind running a restaurant or a cafe, I don't think none of us would have actually researched about it. So while running it, I was just wondering that finance or numbers is just one small part of it. But when you look at the business or the restaurant as such, it has a lot of small operations. It has a lot of small divisions which actually go hand in hand to run a successful cafe or to run a successful restaurant. All these departments go hand in hand. Right from curating a menu, right from going to your hiring your core chef team, and then moving on to your in-house admin, and you speak to a lot of vendors. You build a rapport and then you coordinate with them, then there comes the logistics, then comes the finance, then you have investors on board to respond to. So all these small divisions play a major role. So what I'm trying to say is the entire business as such, to understand and strengthen each and every process in each department is very important. Don't look at just the numbers, or let's say don't only look at how much profit is this particular restaurant making, or how much money am I taking as a restaurant owner, how much salary am I paying to my team members. It is not just that. It is about understanding each and every department, how it works, each and every, how can I strengthen this? Because in a company as such, if the process of a company is tweaked to the T, if it is perfect, if it doesn't have any loopholes in a company, I think that is the first success of a company. So you might be an amazing operational guy or operational person. Your strength might be in bringing in new clients. Your strength might be in running a business. But you should also understand that the processes in a business are the core of any successful business. If you read about these big Tata group of companies, if you go back to their history, if you are interested, just go online and read about it. They have started very small and then they have become so big. But the reason behind all that is a process in a company, how they had started, how they had tweaked the process, how they had streamlined the process, how important a core team in a company or in a business is. I think it's completely based on that. It is extremely important to have a strengthened process in place. So yes, that is. I think it's one of the key thoughts which I would really want to share with you with respect to the processes. It is not required or necessary that you need to know everything or you need to be master of everything in running a business. It is completely okay to take help, to take professional help at any point in time while running a business. Right from the incorporation to the growth of the company, to the first phase of the company, to seed funding at any point in time, please have mentors with whom you are comfortable with. Please ask or take professional help and try to understand the basic terminologies involved in a business, the basic strategies involved in understanding numbers and making financial decisions, whether you need investors or not. In all that, there is nothing wrong in taking help from the mentors or from your teachers or from whom you think has a great experience. According to you, you will definitely have a set of mentors or you will definitely have a set of people whom you really admire, right? Approach them, take their help. There's nothing wrong in taking help in running a business. So, yeah. Next, moving on to, according to me, I think there are 5 key elements in running a successful venture. So the first one, I would say consistency and goals. I think a lot of you would have definitely on social media or on Facebook or everyday motivational speeches, motivational quotes. Yes, I think for everything, running business as well as life as such, I think consistency is one of the important key elements which has worked for me. Whatever it is, what kind of a day, whether it's a bad day or a good day, you just show up to your business. Just show up every day, put in your 100% effort according to you, and I think and have goals. So consistency and goals, they go hand in hand. If you're consistent, slow and steadily, you will definitely achieve your goals. That is one of the first key element according to me. The second one is with respect to innovation. So once you get into the business, right, you will 200% have competitors. There is no business here, even Swiggy has a competitor, Zomato, even though they portray themselves as monopoly, everyone has competitors on the ground. So once you get into the business, once you become an entrepreneur, definitely there will be someone copying your brand, exactly your logo, exactly the business model you do. There will be competitors. And I think at times there's nothing wrong to be proud about it, that someone's copying your idea. That's actually great, I think. So when you have competitors, you should always constantly have a thought process that how different are you? What is the edge are you creating? What is the edge are you giving to your clients or your B2B customers or whatever you call? What is the edge? what is something different, or what is the solution you're providing them that the list of customers or the clients you have will not go to your competitor, they will come back to you again and again. So what is that you are providing? So that innovative thought process is core element for running any business, and there has to be constant innovation. The innovation cannot be only once. Innovation thought process has to be a constant process. Every phase you need to keep innovating, because the time and pace at which where we are right now and the time and pace where the world is heading to, I think people are innovating. It is madness out there, to be honest, and we are not sure who is innovating and what are the kind of technology we would be handling in the coming years. We are not sure. So it is important to have an innovative thought process on a very consistent basis. So that is second element. The third one, it is quite difficult. It comes with experience. It is something called a strategic decision making. So when you start running a company, small or big, every decision you make, right from hiring a new employee, right from choosing your registered address, right from the smallest of decisions, I think it is very important. It is important to be strategic and then make the right decisions so that you have a successful venture. So, and the fourth element is your core team. Your core team has to be your strongest. It can be the heads of various departments, or it can be your own partners as such, with whom you are dependent on a daily basis. Your core team, no matter what, whether the business succeeds or whether the business fails, this core team will stay with you no matter what. So that core team, choosing the core team has to be one of the very key elements of running a business. So that is the fourth element. Last but not the least element, which I really believe is trust. Trust the process. Trust yourself. At times it is very difficult to trust the process because you'd have given your 200% into the company, but still you wouldn't be reaping the efforts. Like, there will be days where you'll be like, you'll be doubting yourself. Am I actually doing the right thing? Am I actually giving in my 100%? You would be doubting yourself, but just trust. Trust the process, trust your core team, trust yourself. That makes a huge difference. It might sound very philosophical, to be honest. How can a core key elements of a successful entrepreneurship be trust? But it works. It definitely works. Trust is one of the very key elements in becoming a successful entrepreneur. Trust your team, trust your core team, trust your clients. Yes. So, yeah, with respect to the 5 elements of a successful entrepreneurship, these are the 5 elements. And moving on to the learnings or the difficulties I had faced as an entrepreneur or as a team, the difficulties faced by us and the unlearning, as I mentioned earlier. What is the unlearning I did as a person was I can never delegate work. From school, college, projects, to be honest, I can never delegate work. I would be doing everything by myself. I can never trust the team. So I was doing everything. So I always had that mindset. So to break that and to have a strong team and then to delegate the work based on each one's strength and pros and cons, or based on each one's strength, I think it is so very important to delegate and understand how to go about it and trust the team as such. So that is one. Second unlearning is all of us, I think the moment we decide that, okay, I want to start a business, the first thing which comes to mind is how much profit can I make? How much money, how rich can I become? I think it is important. According to me, all of us want to become rich, right? I don't think none of us are want to get into this charity mode and do things for free. Even I want to become rich. I think all of us, there's nothing wrong in having the thought process. But before you think about making profits and how much salary are we going to take, I think it's important to plan and give your 100% in your planning, how to plan, do a lot of research, listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to a lot of these successful entrepreneurs on podcasts or on YouTube, or read a lot of books and understand their perspectives. Before you select your entrepreneurial journey, it is very important to research about what is it. It is boring. Good things are always boring for sure. But eventually, later you will actually realize that it is very important. But research about it. Read about a lot of entrepreneurs, read about them. There are so many inspiring entrepreneurs around the globe. So research about them. It is so important to research and plan and give your 100%, and whatever smallest of things you do on a daily basis, give it your 100%. Don't expect results. Results will come for sure, but it will take time. But once you reap the results, you will actually feel genuinely happy about the 100% you've put in, because it is long lasting. So as soon as you start your journey, don't think about profit, but think about what you're doing this moment. Am I giving my 100%? Have I planned my business with 100% integrity? Am I doing every other activity? Am I giving the most quality product or service to my clients? Am I doing it right? So all these thought processes are so important before you think about profit. And another learning is from my personal entrepreneurial journey is that the team you hire, right? It is important to give them their space as a team leader or as a group, and be a team player and not boss around as a mentor or as a owner of the company. Be a team player, work along with them, give them their space, treat them equals. So that actually makes a huge difference in the workplace. When you treat your team members, I never say I have 10 employees. I'm not actually proud to say that I have 10 employees in my company. I always say they are my team members. I have 10, the team size is 10. So excluding the partners. That's how I would like to represent my company, because without them, I will not be able to run my business, and without me, it's just we have to coexist. We are interdependent. So it is nice to say it is your team rather they are my employees and I'm the boss. So I am definitely not proud to say that I am the boss of this company. So that was a good learning for me to treat them as team players, and then trying to understand their likes and dislikes, having to meet them and understand what are their hobbies and what do they do, what are their other interests. All that definitely gives them a safe space as well to come back to work on a Monday morning with the excitement that what are we going to do this week. So that will definitely help you become a successful entrepreneur. And very important learning for me in the last 2-3 years, I would say, is we always think about the growth of a company. okay, what do we do? How do I increase my revenue this coming year? What do I do about it? And what are the various marketing techniques can I research about and improve my business? These are the constant thoughts we always have, but we never think about as a person, how do I evolve? It is very important that as a person, not just for business, as a person, it is important to learn on a daily basis and evolve every day, grow as a person. The more you evolve, the company also evolves. The more you grow as an individual, the company also grows as an individual. So just thinking about the company's growth alone is not going to help. You have to think about your personal growth. How better have I become today compared to yesterday? How better am I going to become in the coming weeks than the last month? So start realizing about yourself. Start understanding and accepting your own strength and weakness. I think that entrepreneur, because you need to understand your own strength before you pinpoint others about their strength and weakness. You need to understand what you want. So focus on your personal growth. In fact, right now at this stage, I think you have so much time. I still remember, even when I was in college, I used to have such sessions. And I had a couple of chief guests saying, this time is so precious, please don't waste this time. When they used to say, I still remember that, why are they even saying this? I am fine, I am chilling in my college, why would I am not wasting time? I definitely had those thoughts. I am pretty sure every one of you will definitely have this particular thought is, I am free, I want to be free, I'm in my college, why would I want to waste time. Yes, there's nothing wrong. But there are small things in life which you cannot go back to. This particular age, it will hit you after 30s. I'll be honest with you, it will just come back to you when you turn 30, it will just hit you. And then you'll be like, oh my god, I wasted 3-4 years doing nothing. I was just in college, but I didn't realize all this. So time just flies. So even now, focus on your personal growth. Even now, think about yourself. How better you can be. If you have issues, let's say in speaking to person, if you are an antisocial person, improve the quality of speaking to more people. Don't think about my communication isn't okay, my accent isn't okay, so how do I even go speak to him? I don't think, what if he or she judges me? What do I do about it? So remove all those barriers. It is okay to just go say hi, hello to another person and break your barrier of you being an antisocial person, become more social. Or if you have issues with communication, go learn. There is nothing wrong. At any age, you can learn anything. So that is, start understanding yourself. Start evolving as a person. From this point, I think it will definitely help you in building you as a very strong person, as well as in building your company. Your personal growth is directly equivalent to your company's growth. If you're growing, the company will automatically grow. If you're working on your skills, your company will automatically start bringing in more revenue. So that is one another learning which I'm still learning to evolve every day. So the last one, which is very important, which has been very difficult for me to get past, that is no. Saying no is also an answer. So I've been as a person, I always please people saying, if someone asks me something, I'll be like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll get it done. So I can never ever say no, especially to a client, no chance. It's always been the most difficult conversation for me to say no to a client or no to a friend or no to my parents. It's always been that. But it is so very important to say no. If you think a particular business deal won't work, or if you think it is not an honest, or if you think the integrity in that particular business deal is missing, just say no. There's something wrong. It will be difficult because you know that you'll be losing out a lot of money on the deal, but it is okay because that one single no will actually help you grow multi-folds in the coming years, or as when the company grows, you will actually feel grateful for saying no to that one particular deal. I think it is important. It is difficult. I think as Indians, to be honest, all of us have difficulty in saying no. I think most of you will agree. It's very difficult to have conversations, though we feel uncomfortable in saying no. Oh my God, what will the other person think of me? What if they judge me? What if they stop talking to me? What if they ignore me? What if they treat me differently? You will have all these million thoughts. But if your gut says no to something, just say it. It's okay. Whatever the repercussion comes, I think it is okay to face it. But the happy feeling of saying no to a particular person or to a particular deal, that happiness has no boundaries. Once you crack that limitation of saying no, I think there is no big happiness than saying no to certain things which you aren't comfortable. So, yeah, I think these are the learnings as an entrepreneur. And I think I am done with my session. So, if you have any questions, please be open. இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. தமிழ்லையும் கேள்விகள் கேட்கலாம், தமிழ்லையும் பேசலாம். Just be open with it. Because இந்த மாதிரி ஃபோரம் எல்லா காலேஜஸ்லயும் எல்லா வாட்டியும் கிடைக்கிறது யாரும் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்காது. So it can be anything. Just shoot. Don't think twice. இது கேட்டா என்ன நினைச்சுப்பாங்க அப்படின்லாம் இது யாருமே யோசிக்க வேண்டாம். Just ask if you have any questions. இல்ல மேம் போர் அடிக்குது, நீங்க எப்ப கிளம்பா நாங்கெல்லாம் வெயிட் பண்றோம்னு சொல்லலாம். ஒன்னும் தப்பு இல்லை. Instance. So I think let me explain recently, which happened quite recently, which actually helped us with something. A recent incident I would like to share with you is we had a very loyal client. Okay, so they were our clients for I think 2.5 years, and we've had an amazing rapport with the client, and we're working with them almost on a daily basis, and my team is working. And slowly in the last 3 years, our scope of work with respect to that particular client was slowly improving, and it was expanding as well. They're a popular brand. They're a popular Chennai clothing brand, to be specific. So we had a meeting with the management, and on Saturday, couple of months back, we had a regular monthly visit, and we had a meeting. They were like, I think we need to discuss more the coming week. We need to train the team better because changing softwares and all that. So it was a very good technical discussion. This happened on a Saturday, and Monday morning at 10 a.m., I received a mail without any intimation, without anything. I just received a plain point blank mail saying, we don't want to be your client, but there's nothing wrong from your end. You've done a fantastic job. but it's just that we just decided that we'll be able to handle it. So this mail actually, it was, to be honest, what I exactly felt that moment, or especially on a Monday morning, receiving such mails is definitely not encouraging. So that moment, it actually felt quite a shocker, because we had a meeting like a day before, and where is this coming from? So immediately we tried reaching the client is not responding. Till date, the client hasn't spoken to me, like till date. I'm being very open with you, till date the client hasn't spoken. But the learning from that is, we did not feel bad about losing a client, because we did our job 100%. It can be a million reasons from the clients and to actually thought of something, or maybe they had planned earlier, or we didn't know it wasn't communicated. It can be a million reasons, but that actually helped us to explore new clients in various other revenue modes or various other options, because that small incident actually put us in fire mode. It's like, we have made so much effort. Why is this even happening? So that one small thing. So what I'm trying to say is, it is not a great thing to have on a Monday morning, but certain things which are not comfortable will actually make you grow faster and better. So I think that was one of the incidents which we had recently. So any questions? यार नहीं लिया और क्वेश्चन पढ़ा लिया
As a woman entrepreneur, what are the challenges faced by you? As a woman entrepreneur, did your family supported you by becoming an entrepreneur?
Of course, family. See, for a woman entrepreneur, yes, when we go to board meetings, the ratio between with men is to women ratio is definitely 10:1. Even now, even till date, even in this phase, for sure, especially in the industry we are in, the men-women ratio is definitely lesser. But if you ask my family support, yes, they were even till date they support me completely, and I did not have any difficulty, but I know a couple of my friends who have difficulties, with whom families don't support, and they're not able to expand after a point. They have a lot of other difficulties or challenges. But for me, yes, we have had certain meetings, or we've had met a set of people where even now they look down upon women. Like, I am not confident that you can advise how to run my company. So definitely they have the thought. Definitely it is there. But that is okay. You can't change their mindset. But you can put in your effort and you can be consistent with that. Eventually we'll get to a point where we are in equal terms. But right now it is the reality. So any other questions? Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my journey and my thoughts, and all the very best for you. You can actually take my number. I can share it with ma'am. And in case if you have idea of starting a business or anything, if you have any queries, you just call me. We can connect, and I can definitely help you, each and every one of you, with respect to your queries. Shouldn't be a problem. So let me know. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. So there are some things which got stuck in my head. This is strictly personal. No, nothing. Or the thing which you said, like trusting in the process, trust the process. Especially no one trusts the process of it. And the main aim of each and every person is to get rich. That's it. Not even a single person is trusting their own process and not even trusting themselves. I think that's a negative thing. And also, we really need more entrepreneurs from India because our country lacks in entrepreneurs actually compared to other countries. So we need more entrepreneurs. We need more women entrepreneurs like you. So thank you, man. Thank you so much. And thank you. Our session was highly informative. And our friends got a good exposure of entrepreneurship. You motivated us to think out of the box and we will take up your advice.
Sure.
Thank you. So now I request our Honorable Secretary, Father Matthew Palikunan, to reflect on the session.
Don't get irritated, I won't speak much. This is the third session of my story, right? Second session. Okay, second session. So, normally we invite the people for the motivational talk too far, maybe from other states or from some other places. But I don't know these people. They found a new ways. They just looked around our college. So yesterday we had a session with our own canteen owner, and the day before yesterday, one of our own vendor. So today we are so blessed to have you, and it was really an inspiring. And you are talking in a very personal way. It really touched our heart, and especially the thing which you said that is very important for our students. Now this is the time for their personal growth. Because since they are studying, this is a time for the personal growth. So, acquire more knowledge. Then only you can be like our Joshida, you can become a good paying people. And I really appreciate all your business and God bless you. And I appreciate the IIC team and also our students. I don't know how many of you have listened very carefully, but I know that at least 10 people, it will touch their own heart. So you will know that as she said, at the age of 30, you will recognize what she said. So now I am at the age of 35. So by seeing you, I used to recall my college days, school days. So I missed so many stages, so many occasions. So surely you will recall or you will recognize what is the importance of time and what is the value of the time and that you have spent in the college. So I wish you all the best and thank you so much for fruitful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father. So finally, to conclude the program, I would like to call upon Benedict Joseph to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Benedict, student of 2nd BBA, Shift 1, here to deliver the vote of thanks. To begin with, I would want to offer my gratitude to the Almighty, whose graces have resulted in running such a spectacular event. Then I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to our distinguished chief guest, Ms. Joshita Ramanathan, for taking her precious time out of her extremely busy schedule to grace us on the stage. Madam, your presence today has energized our students and has given them a reason to pursue their academic goals and bring glory to chosen fields of interest. I sincerely hope that your numerous accomplishments, invincible wisdom, and vast experience will benefit them greatly in forming their bright future. I would want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our respected Secretary Father, Matthew Palikunan, and Principal Dr. R. Srikanth for their bright vision and strong leadership that has brought us together to collaborate on such useful event. I would like to thank the convener of IIC, Professor Ann Hepzibah Nirajan, the Vice President of IIC, Professor K. Subhashini, and Innovation Coordinator, Professor E. Felicit Benita, and ESL Convener, Dr. Rajalakshmi, and Co-Convener, Dr. Shamim Banu, for untiring endless effort behind the successful day. I would also like to my humble thanks to Mr. Ranjan for his technical support. At last, thanks to all my dear ED cell members for your patience and wishing you the best for your future endeavors. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, Ranjit, for acknowledging everyone who supported to organize the program successfully. We have came to an end, guys. So the session, I hope this program brought you all informative knowledge on the topic of my story. I especially thank our convener and co-conveners of MGC IIC staff and students, co-coordinates, and my dear fellow students for gracing us with their presence. I hope this session was really admirable, and this is Ryan signing off for the day. Thank you.